For most of her life, hospital has been home for Pauline Talty. Pauline suffers from an extremely rare medical condition and desperately needs a transplant. But her courage and her will to help others is inspiring.
You've got to try and live as normally as possible and not let the illness become you. It's been a really rocky road.
How hard have you had to fight to stay alive at times, Pauline?
I've been in some really dark places. I've had to fight really hard.
Life hasn't been easy for Pauline Talty. At 35, she's been in and out of hospital all her life.
Should be any time in the next half hour to an hour before I go in.
Today, another procedure at Sydney's RPA.
A little bit scared and apprehensive, but the doctors here are meant to be absolutely wonderful and I'm putting complete faith in them, but still doesn't stop the butterflies in the stomach. Yeah.
By Pauline's side, always, her mum Linda.
It's important to have mum here. We always get a little bit teary before it, but we always say we'll be alright and I'll get through because I've been through so much and pulled through worse odds than this.
Okay, we're going to take Pauline inside now.
Okay.
Okay? Yep. So you want to say, Pauline, we'll see you later?
Yeah.
How long has it been since you actually felt well?
I've spent 70 to 80% of every year for the last 5 years in hospital. So it's been a long time. Feels like a long time. Feels like a long time since I've had a life.
Even simple pleasures like eating aren't possible for Pauline. She's fed through a tube directly to her heart. How long has it been since you ate something?
Yeah, it's been over 8 months since I've eaten anything and I miss it. I really do.
Have you ever known good health?
No, I've never really known full health. But I made the best of it and I went to the gym and had a career, went to university. Did my master's degree, which I'm nearly finished, and got married and did all those normal things for a period. It was really good to have a life, but then it was taken again 5.5 years ago when my bowel collapsed. So,
are you still married?
No, unfortunately, my husband didn't cope as well as we thought with the illness. People don't realise you lose everything. You lose your job, you lose your friends. Friends start to drop off because you can't leave the home because you're tied to machines or you're too sick to go out or you're in hospital. And
when she was just 2, Pauline was diagnosed with an aggressive form of cancer. Chemo and radiotherapy saved her life, but left her with a badly damaged bowel. After surgery earlier this year left her close to death, she almost gave up. Almost.
And I decided that I had enough and I wanted them to take the machines off me and let me go. I'd given up fighting. I was that exhausted from all the operations, just going through ICU, nearly losing my life again.
You actually thought that you were prepared to die?
Yes, I was. Yep.
What changed your mind?
Lots of family and friends telling me that I had a lot of life left to live and that transplant was an option. I finally picked myself up and decided that was it, I'm going for transplant, and there was nothing stopping me then.
The operation that could save Pauline's life is not available here. Chris Thomas from Transplant Australia.
She's suffering from an extremely rare disease condition, gastrointestinal failure syndrome, and only 4 or 5 people in Australia every year suffer from that type of condition. Most of them don't proceed to transplantation, but in Pauline's case, that's her only chance of survival.
So she must travel to the United States. The federal government should cover the surgery costs, but Pauline needs to raise another $200,000.
I need to wait for the donor for up to 12 months beforehand, and then I need to stay for aftercare for 12 months after. So things like food, rent, travel, day-to-day living expenses just aren't covered by the government.
Even if the transplant is successful, it'll be a long road for Pauline.
You never have a normal life after a transplant and you don't know how long you're going to get out of the bowel.
I think if anyone is going to achieve, this life-saving surgery and have a second chance at life through, organ and tissue donation, it'll be Pauline. She has such a wonderful spirit.
Where do you get your strength from?
That I'm here to make a difference in this world, basically, and I don't think I've done that yet. And so my future is yet to come. I'm certain of it.
She is such a fighter, she deserves a chance. And for more information about fundraising for Pauline's transplant or to make a donation, visit our website for details. Still to come, the